and she's going to deliver about the importance of nature. So who doesn't like nature? Everybody likes nature, right? Yes. So when I get up early in the morning, I feel like it's warm inside the room in my home. So immediately I go into the park, nearby park, where we have a lot of trees, and I do a warm-up exercise and do running so that I can feel the nature of the nature beauty and the chirping sounds of the birds. I can hear them and feel that breeze. So that helps me to start my day with joy. So that's about the theme. So Toastmaster Mamta has a lot of, she might have prepared a lot of things on nature of beauty. So with that, I would like to hand over to our president, Toastmaster Dinesh. So about Toastmaster Dinesh, he is a software developer for Oracle Retail application and has been in IT for 4+ years. So he's selling 5 years. So always looking forward to connecting with like-minded folks with interests in music, art, and movies. So please welcome our president of the club, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, our dynamic SA Toastmaster Ravindra. So with that being said, I will mark the 472nd meeting of Trailblazers Toastmasters as start. Okay, before going forward, I am so happy that last time we did not have any guests, but this time we are joined by many guests, one also offline presence. So before starting, I'd just like to learn from our guests, how did they know about our club, Trailblazers Toastmasters Club, or do they have any idea what Toastmasters is, or what is, their inspiration? How did you know about the club? May I know your name, please?
Sean.
Sean. Okay, Sean. You can be seated.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
I'd seen the message on Slack saying that you guys are accepting new members.
Okay.
And about Toastmasters, I'd heard of it first when I was in 8th grade. My mom had told me about it, so I think she had attended a chapter meeting somewhere else.
Okay.
So yeah, I just wanted to. I have an interest in public speaking.
Okay.
And I wanted to see what is up here because yeah, I just want to meet new people, see what you guys are doing.
Thank you so much, Sean. You joining our meeting regularly. We meet every day on Thursdays, and we look forward to you following your mom's footsteps too. Okay, so we have some online guests too. I think Swati. Hi, Swati. Am I audible?
Hello.
Hi,
Yes.
Swati. Yeah. You could please introduce yourself. If you like, you can come on video too.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. There's another Swati, so I thought maybe she will want to go
Swati
first.
is
All right.
already a member. She is already a part of our club. You are a guest, so we want to know from you, how did you get to know about our club? And is this the first time in this meeting, by the way?
No. I have joined the meeting before as a guest.
Okay.
Due to the time constraint, I'm not very active, but I really love joining these sessions, and I really like to listen to what the other Toastmasters have and when they prepare the speeches. So all of that I really like, and I plan to join it actively now. That's why I'm regularly kind of attending these meetings. So how I joined, actually, it's long association. Approximately 16 years ago, I joined it in CSC, Computer Science Corporation. When I was working with CSC, there I joined and I gave my first and second speeches also there. But then somehow, because of the workload and my travel, I couldn't continue. And then now, after 10 to 12 years, I'm again active. So thanks to you for keeping it alive and continuing it, whatever the situation. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Swati. We are excited you are back in the game and we look forward to meeting you personally. Welcome.
Yeah.
We also have Ganga. Hi, Ganga. Ganga, if you're able to hear us, if you could.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute.
Yeah. Hi, Ganga. How did you get to know about Trailblazers?
Yeah, actually, some randomly I got these, mails, and I thought, okay, why not? It seemed interesting to me, so I thought, why not give it a chance? And then I think a couple of weeks back, I joined this club when you were introducing the new club officers, right? That meeting I joined, and last week again, due to some conflicts, I couldn't attend. So I thought, at least, whenever I have time, actively I'll have to participate.
Sure, sure, Ganga.
Yeah.
Okay, looking forward to you. So we had another offline guest. Sir, may I know your name and how did you get to know about Trailblazers?
So that's like channel.
Okay.
Found it interesting. And I talked with a lady and
Ah. Devi is our VP membership, so the right person to talk to. So may I know your name again, sir?
Hari.
Hari. Okay. Hari. Thank you so much. We'll be starting the meeting shortly. Niket, we also have Niket. Hi, Niket.
Yeah, hi everyone. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So,
Yeah.
Niket, how did you know about our club? Was it the Slack channel again?
I got an email. I got to know about Toastmasters through an email first. I think last week. Then I joined one of the sessions, and I always wanted to be a part of a club. Where we get the opportunity to speak. I mean, uh, because I have not been much into public speaking before. So, I thought if I join and, I will gain more confidence about public speaking, and, so that's the main reason, I'm not consistent joining, with the joining because of the work, but yeah, definitely I'll try to join whenever I can.
Sure, Niket.
Yeah.
Hope you stay
Thank
till the
you.
end. We also have many fun activities for the guests too. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, guests, for your warm introductions, for your knowledge about the club. So, as Sean had already said, that his mom got into Toastmasters. So, Toastmasters is not something new. It's not something that Oracle came up with. It dates back 100 years back, 1924, I guess, when Toastmasters International was officially chartered by a person named Ralph C. Smedley. So this idea, this forum was built basically around improving our, young minds, young people's public speaking skills, which in the West they used to call giving a toast. And along with giving a toast, these people were even evaluated on how well they were giving the toast. So that continued, and today we are spread across 147 countries. We've got a club strength of 147K plus. We have got a member strength of nearly 3 lakhs. So put your hand together for Toastmasters. Thank you so much. And coming to Trailblazers Toastmasters, well, Trailblazers Toastmasters is the official Toastmasters Club of Bengaluru, OTH. And this was started in 2016. We are 8+ years in the game, and we are a rock star in our area. Today, we are also graced by the presence of our area director, Shailu Srivastava. So that's it about Toastmasters. I won't take much of your time. We have a wonderful show ahead. And today, to MC the show, we have our very special Toastmaster Mamta as the Toastmaster of the day. So please put your hands together for Toastmaster Mamta.
Very good afternoon to all of you, all the guests present here. Today I am just hosting the show from the start to end. I will be the Toastmaster of the day today. my theme is nature of beauty. So before I like why I took this theme I got inspiration from my daughter. She has written a poem on this nature of beauty. So I got that why not I speak on this topic. So I have just taken that topic and I have added my ideas as well, and I talk on this concept. So before starting this nature of beauty, I would like to ask all of you how you will define beauty. Like everybody has different definition of beauty. So can you please come up with your definition, how you define beauty?
Something which soothes our eyes.
Yes, beauty lies in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah. And what else?
I mean, it's very subjective, but beauty is something that gives you happiness, gives you peace.
Any guest they would like to speak, Sean or online
Abhinav.
guest, please tell you what you feel that
Similar thoughts is what Dinesh said. Something that gives you happiness, or something that makes you feel a little bit more positive, you interpret as beauty.
So yes, please.
So there's also a nerdy answer here. You must have seen that Fibonacci sequence thing. People say that if something golden ratio. If something follows that ratio, then it's beautiful. So condition to say that.
So it is
Okay,
different
so-
perception for different people. So mainly, beauty is quality that pleases the senses of our mind. Like we have 5 senses, so that pleases the senses of mind. So that is mainly beauty. So like as Toastmaster Dinesh told, beauty is subjective. Like different people will perceive beauty in different angle. Like for someone, something is beautiful, for other person that may not be beautiful. So I would like to ask audience one more question. Like if they find that their life is beautiful, how they are finding their life is beautiful? They feel their life is beautiful or not beautiful? What they can add to make their life beautiful? Like if they are finding their life beautiful, why they are finding their life beautiful? Can briefly they can say something.
Again, it depends on the individual. But if you ask me, like I want to be happy, and if
You
I
want to be happy or not happy?
definitely not always you'll be happy, but
Not always, but it is like you are happy person.
yeah, I'm happy definitely. But whenever I'm happy, I see life as a beauty.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
but then something comes up when I am not happy, then life is not beautiful. Life is not beautiful.
correct. Any other person they want to speak something like they find their life is so beautiful because of something, some achievement or something they are making their life beautiful. They want to say something about that.
I think when you find life beautiful, it's not necessarily when good things happen.
Yes,
It's right after bad things happen.
correct.
When you realize that
Yeah.
you're thankful for the good things that you have in life. So I think it's a contrast. You can't understand beauty without seeing the ugly parts of it.
Yes, that's good. Any other person they want to give their opinion or their views?
I think the ideal definition of beauty varies from age to age.
Yes.
Initially, when I was growing up, I was like, I have this support system in my family. Everybody loves me. I don't need anything. I only need money. Now, since I have money, I know that that was more important and everything else is okay. That is secondary. So it depends. When you live in city, you feel like village life is good because everybody is nice and so much of oxygen to breathe in and less of pollution.
Correct,
It's
correct,
very subjective.
correct. Any other one they want to say that?
Shadow.
So I believe life is always beautiful because if you look at in nature also, we have storms.
Yeah.
Nature is not always peace, but there are also beauty in it.
Yes.
So without storms and cyclone,
Yeah.
that's the beauty in it. So I believe life is always a beautiful one, irrespective of what's happening here.
Yeah, it's how you perceive.
Correct. So there is it's like beauty we can perceive in both, like which is not good. In that also we can see the beauty, which is good. In that also we can see the beauty. It's like that how we are perceiving that beauty. So before I am going to next thing, I will just tell the agenda of today's floor. So first thing will be the agenda of is that today's agenda will be the first will be the speeches. So there will be two speakers. So first one is going to attempt his level 1 speeches. Okay. First one, Shailu, he is going to attend his L1 P4.
L4P.
L4 P1 speech. And second will be Maheshwar. He's going to attend his L1 P2 speech. Then second part will be evaluation section. So for these two speakers, evaluators will be there. He is going to evaluate, he or she, they are going to evaluate the speeches. Then third part will be the table topics. So in that table topics, that will be like fun activity part. In that, we'll be given some topics to the audience, and they will come up with their ideas and they will speak about the table topics. So today, this will be the agenda of today's meeting. With that, I would like to invite General Evaluator. Before that, I'll give her introduction. So, she will then, I'll just hand over the stage to her then. Her name is Devi. She's sitting here. Not online, that's why I'm saying she's sitting here. So
Hi,
you can
everyone.
see her. She joined last
Not
week.
visible actually.
Hi, everyone. Now, okay?
You will be.
She joined last year as strategic sales expert for HCM Fusion applications at Oracle, a pet parent to 3 dogs, Pluto, Mickey, and Whitey. And she's saying if she had not chosen sales as a career, she would have be a folk artist in painting. And she is so joyful person. I don't feel that she has joined recently to our Toastmaster Club. She's like she is always ready to take initiative, and she is like mingling with everyone, fun-loving person, taking initiative for everything, asking us to go for trek, like programs. So all these things. So a lot more to say. So before that, I would like to say, please invite.
Can we have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Mamta? I think somewhere I wish you will cover about rains as well. It's raining and I'm so happy. I'm like directly linked to rains and it automatically makes me calm. Again, nature of beauty. So I'll do a quick sales pitch. Thank you so much for the guests who have joined here. It's an honor to have you all. I hope you'll enjoy it. Now coming back to my job today, I'm going to be the general evaluator. As the name suggests, I'm going to do a general evaluation of everything that happens within the room today of the Toastmasters Club. It can be at what time the event started, how was the grammar used, how well we were prepared, and everybody who spoke. Okay, so I will have a whole team who will be supporting me today, and I'm going to introduce them today. And I'm going to name them today as my support system, not just the team. Okay. So to begin with, let me introduce the timer, Sai Akash, Toastmaster Sai Akash, who has completed 1 year at Oracle today. Today is his work. His introduction is here. Sorry, guys. So Sai Akash has joined Oracle a year ago as an MTS in OCI. He's a foodie who loves food, and knowing people around him is one of his best hobbies I can remember of. As a coffee addict, he loves meeting people for coffee chats. His reason for joining Trailblazers is mainly to get rid of his stage fear and become a more confident and effective speaker. Nowadays, he is trying to revive his long dead reading habit. Any new books you're reading today? These days? Okay. So, do you need to say anything? Yeah. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Devi. And you all must be wondering, okay, for the guests here, you all must be wondering what a timer is. It's a very simple fact that let's say you're sitting in a meeting and someone is speaking for and on, it's going on forever, and you just start sleeping. So Toastmasters, I think, based on a lot of research, has decided that this much time has to be allocated for a speech, and so we'll have L1, P2, and L4, P1, which will be speeches between 5 to 7 minutes. And I'll be showing a green card present there at 5 minutes, yellow card at 6 minutes, and a red card at 7 minutes. I'll be holding the card till the end of the speech. So these are the cards. And a rule here is that if you exceed more than 30 seconds after the last red card, you'll be disqualified for any awards later. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sai, my first support system. So let me introduce the second support system, Since English is not our first language, we tend to use a lot of fillers and gaps while we speak. I might have also done it. So we have a very specific and interesting role, our counter, which means this member is going to check on that and he is going to share his report. He's one of my favorites, and this is a disclosure for him as well. So whenever I'm nervous and I'm speaking, I always look at him because he gives a lot of positive vibes. So let's see who he is, okay, and see if you guys can guess him. So he's part of Oracle Retail AI Foundation Apps team, has been a Toastmaster since 2016, served in district and club officer roles several times. He likes to stay creative by writing blogs, designing graphics, and crafting speeches. Please welcome Toastmaster Abhinav.
Like Devi mentioned, we use a lot of filler words when we speak, and so on. We also sometimes tend to use words like, like. So my job is to note them all down. The thing is that when we use these kind of words or fillers, it reduces the effectiveness of what you're trying to speak, or what you're trying to speak. It's not a crime to use them, but should not overuse them. That's the goal. So I'll note down everything. It might be critical for some people who are using a lot of things, but the goal is to improve them. We should not use too many filler words so that we can speak much better. That's my job. Thank you, Toastmasters.
Now the most important part, after I have joined this club, every time I write a mail, I recheck it for the grammar. Because I always feel that whether I should use an or the, because it's not always based on the vowels you use after that, right? So that is something I'm constantly checking, and it's so much of pressure. So that pressure, let's transfer to the other support system of mine, that is Toastmaster. Let's find out. So he has joined Oracle just 2 months ago as PMTS in OCI. He loves to travel and read books a lot. He believes in growth mindset and always try to do things and which he's afraid of doing. And one of them is joining the Trailblazers Club for the public speaking, right? So over to you, Toastmasters Krishna.
Grammar adds glamour to the English language. A quote by one of the very famous English grammarian. Anyone know, please? That famous grammarian is none other than myself. Don't bother to search it online. You will not find it. So this is the theme for our word of the day and phrase of the day, showcasing your excellence. So the word of the day is, as it's written there, flaunt. Flaunt to show something that you are so proud of so that others will admire it. For example, nature flaunts its beauty through majestic forests, towering mountains, and serene rivers. Simply put, if you have it, flaunt it. And the word of the day is, phrase of the day is, toot your own horn, which means to talk about yourself or your accomplishments in a way that shows pride, sometimes too much pride. For example, I tooted my own horn by claiming to be a famous comedian. So I would request everyone to use the word of the day and phrase of the day in their speeches and make them more glamorous. Along with that, I'll also note down good usage and not so good usage of English grammar, and will publish my report towards the end of the day when called upon by the General Assembly. Thank you. Over to you, Madam General.
Hope you guys liked my support system.
Yes.
Great. Thanks to being so positive about it. But they will be very critical because we are on a journey to improvise ourselves, and I hope you will like their evaluations at the end of the session. Now I hand it over to Toastmaster Mamta to take it forward. Thank you.
So I'm going to explaining the nature of beauty. I am saying my beauty is also getting improved by joining this Toastmaster Club. I'm improving. It's not like to say in words. I'm from my inner core of my heart. I'm saying I'm improving every day. I was not able to stand here. Now I am trying to stand here and talk. So that is like I am thinking I'm improving. I'm mingling with such beautiful people. I'm learning from each and everyone. So that is also one nature of beauty. before proceeding with that, I would like to, I am taking the help of paper, please don't mind, because I can't remember the whole script, so I am taking the help of the paper to ask you the questions and make it more interactive. Okay, I would like to ask questions. Explain the different emotions, define beauty to different persons in different ways. What are the different emotions of life? First is anger. Anger. First is anger. Okay. No. Then
Frustration.
okay. Then
Emotion.
So then what else?
Happiness.
Excitement.
Excitement. So many there. But main four precise categories, if I can say: love, anger, sadness, and joy. Okay. So that love also, people will perceive the love in different way. Like how, like some person, they will find the love in seeing the flaw of the loved ones, and some person will see the perfection and they will be in the love. So it will be, love will be different for different people. So mother, mainly mother, they will some flaw of the child also, for them it is like they will find it perfect. That is the love of mother. Like when it is a partner, all they want all the perfection, then that will be the love. Correct? So partner, they expect 100%. No, it is more, not 100, it is more than 100, you can say. And there will be so many days. So for love, like can anyone define more way of like how they see the beauty in love? Like this is my way of defining love like this. Sometimes we see flaw in love. Like sometimes we see perfection. Some other way people can define.
Like
For friends.
Toastmaster Shaila is looking for love.
Okay, that is slightly different. Love is life. Yes. Obviously, you need that one. One life partner, beautiful life partner.
Intelligent.
Beautiful means from mind. More beautiful, when beautiful should be from mind.
How do you know?
That you don't know. That is that
What he wants, how do you know?
Okay, what else you can say?
You cannot rag lady, okay?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think also
No,
among
I'm
the
ADS.
friends.
Outside I'm not
so
ADS. I'm
it's
ADS.
like, especially my childhood friends, we have like, when we used to look very innocent, then good looking, and now we are getting old. But that affection doesn't change because we have built so many memories together. And with the best friend, you can never be wrong in front of them. They will ask what is the problem and who is wrong later. They will, instead of that, they will come with you. And that is also very beautiful.
Beautiful form, pure form of love, and pure, no expectations.
Yeah.
Pure form of love. What other way, like she has told her, like whatever her perception, like people can say like what way they define love, like they see the love in different angle. It is not only partner or motherly, not friends. There are many aspects. So please define. Like I want to know, like from people. I'm also learning from each one of you.
Some people have love for work, what they do.
That's not
correct.
That might not be good, but they might be doing that for wholeheartedly.
Yes.
But without any expectations also.
Yeah.
Money, we get a salary, but some we might like coding. Who knows?
Yeah.
That's also kind of a love.
Should be a balance.
So one is love for traveling, like exploring new places, exploring new cultures.
Yeah.
Like being in the same place, you want to try something.
Yes.
She's suggested already.
Yes. Yes. What else? Like online guests, they want to give some opinion, or online people are there, they want to say something. Okay. So, anything?
Swati, anything?
Lots of things. Right?
Swati, जो तो क्या? Hello.
You should come front.
No, I think mostly covered.
Then also you can stop. You can talk your
This is about
your perception, your like perception. They have already talked, but you can say your perception. So you want to hear?
Yes, put you on spot. It's
I
okay,
put her on the
Swati.
spot. Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Maybe I will speak up
Yes, please.
right after the next person who speaks.
Okay. You want to say something more? Okay. No, we could not hear you properly. So you say that love for
things like
cars and all. Yeah, that also gives. Then second emotion is anger. So in anger also, like we mostly see that anger is not a form of love. Sometimes anger is also a form of love, but for some people it is not a form of love also. Like, can you define like who can see love, who cannot see love in anger? Like, just give some examples and tell.
Anger is emotion, actually.
Yeah.
The way you were treated, maybe that angers you. That's an emotion which bursts out. That is anger.
There is also anger that roots like stems from love because somebody you love is treated unfairly, you get angry.
I think last week Bipsha was covering about Rath Yatra where Lakshmi ji got angry with Lord Jagannath. So that is also a form, of love.
Correct.
So that anger stems from love.
What else?
If I am angry on someone, that is way of my love. But if they are angry on me, that's not.
You have to accept, you also have that acceptance. Why they're angry, you should go and ask the root thing and then you should resolve that issue. So my definition of anger is anger can sometimes be expressed or reflected in art and aesthetics where the raw, intense emotions are seen as a form of beauty. So this is like anger definition. So sometimes it is beauty, sometimes it is not beauty. Like boss sometimes unnecessarily getting angry on you. That is not beauty. Like you have done your task, but still he gets angry. That is not beauty. That time you will see like there will be so many reasons you can find out. Like you're a human being, you can find out the emotion. Like if that anger is really valid anger or not. But sometimes that anger can be valid also. So that is also that is another end of the anger.
I think nature's anger is hauntingly beautiful. It's not beautiful in a beautiful way, but it's hauntingly beautiful. Like we see volcanic eruptions. They look beautiful from a distance, but you cannot dare to go near them. So I think there's beauty in nature's anger also.
Correct. Correct. So the third form is sadness. So in sadness also beauty is there, beauty is not there also. Like some people they see the beauty in sadness. They want to hear the old ghazals of Jagjit Singh, old music that gives them peace. And I'm the one from them. I don't know. I'm not always sad, but I'm not sad also if I listen those songs. No, I'll be filled with immense happiness. I don't know. This is my perceiving beauty in mind. Songs will always give me happiness. Like who is fan of Jagjit Singh? Like who have heard ghazals of Jagjit Singh? So if you will hear his ghazals, you will find a different level of beauty. So I'll just urge everyone to go and listen his ghazals. Means not requesting, just try to listen. So I just want to tell. Know your perspective in sadness, how they find beauty in sadness. Like every person's sadness will be part of life, or we cannot be always happy. But from when they are sad, how they are finding beauty, how they are trying to resolve it, and how they are coming out of that emotion to be happy. Just I want to know your thoughts.
When I'm sad,
Sadness is something. Sorry, go ahead.
Swati, go ahead.
Online first.
Okay. Yeah. So what I think sadness is that calm. What you call the calm demeanor just before something big happens. So when we say that the rise of phoenix, but then before that there are ashes and there is a sadness and there is a very kind of not haunting, but there is a peace. So if you have to do something bigger, maybe just before that there is little bit of the sadness, there's a little bit of peace. So that is also a beauty and that has to be there in the life before you do something big.
Who else want to be there?
There is one question. Sadness is also a form of creativity. Like you mentioned about Jagjit Singh, I heard he had a personal tragedy, and that's why the beauty of his voice comes through when he sings the song. So it's also a creative power in itself, which people can channelize and bring out and share beauty out.
He made his only son, he met with an accident, 21 years old, and he died. So after, his wife was also a great singer, but she left singing. She could not come out from that sorrow. but he took it to a different angle. He, like that sorrow, that depth was like we can hear from his gudges, and one song is like that. He that song he sang after his son's demise. Na chitti na koi sandesh.
Right.
That song is like he's depicting his complete emotion. Means he's saying, you where you have gone, you have not informed me. I could have come to see you. I could have come to say you goodbye at least. So that song, if you see, whenever I listen that song, tears is coming out from my. And so it is like so many people's life. This type of stuff, like things are happening that dear ones they're leaving us accidentally and they cannot say goodbye to us also. But we have to come out of that thing, and to give them happiness, we have to keep on our life moving. Because this is the ultimate truth of the lives. We have to go one day. But how we go, that is not in our hand. But who are behind them, they should keep on living their life so that they will be in peace. Okay?
Yeah, so there's one quote which I came across today. It's in Hindi. It's like, जिंदगी में गम है, गम में दर्द है, दर्द में मजा है और मजे में हम हैं.
No.
Someone else want to say something? You want to say something? Okay. No? Okay. Then the fourth emotion is joy. After sadness, joy comes. Like I'll give you an example. Like when a girl she's married, she's going to get married. That time sadness is there. Oh, I'm leaving my parents' house. But after that, joy also comes. She's going to bring some new lives, and she's getting one extended family. That is also a part of joy. So this is after sadness, joy is also coming. So that's why after sadness, joy is coming. So how people are perceiving joy? Like some people they want to listen calm songs, they are getting joy. Some people they want to listen like loud music and they are getting joy. Some people they want to stay calm and quiet, and in their own happiness they will get happiness. Okay, so this way they are getting. So with that I will go to my next section. That will be like speech section, where the speakers will deliver their speeches. So before calling the speaker, I would like to invite the first evaluator. And first evaluator will be Dinesh, because first speaker will be.
No, he's already there.
No, that's okay.
Okay, you want to give?
Anything.
Okay, so first, yeah, that was only I written, but I came to know
Actually,
that.
you were supposed to come late, right?
Okay,
So I
okay.
never-
I did come late.
Okay, so that's why.
No, madam,
Okay.
what?
So my first evaluator will be Joseph. He's a project manager working in Oracle GSC for 12 plus years. And he is one of the members who started our Trailblazers Club. So first we will just give him He is a budding minimalist movie buff, novice musician, and he loves connecting with people and trying to disconnect from screens. He enjoys food and he loves to cook and bake. He's jack of many trades. So with that, I would like to invite.
Good afternoon, everyone. I will be evaluating, I don't know which level speech. This is
L1, P2.
L1, P2 speech, which is going to be done by Maheshwar Tiwari. The purpose of this speech is to practice applying feedback and serve the speech as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. So that's the.
Then I will introduce you.
Okay, I will introduce. Okay. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind the track. The speech timer, please note the timing is 5 to 7 minutes. You'll also. It's not
I will read. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will.
Writing speech with purpose.
This is
Different for different parts.
This is different.
Yeah.
Okay, I can clarify.
Okay, just
So he has to give a speech.
Ah.
He has to repeat it as well after getting feedback.
No, this is the first time he's
I will
doing
the
it, I want to
same.
say.
It is the first speech.
It's L1, P2.
Everybody has different element.
Okay,
But the thing is, he has to repeat the speech next time again
okay.
with the feedback which you received today.
Whatever feedback I'm going to give you, you'll have to incorporate that and see the.
If something is not right, then you have to repeat
The
it.
same speech or even different speech
Yeah.
is also okay,
Yeah.
as long as
Feedback
you
is-
incorporate the kind of feedback that I'm
Okay.
giving. Which I need to send. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now I'm going to introduce my first speaker. is Maheshwar Tiwari. He's sitting right here. I will introduce him. He has more than 17 plus years of experience in cyber security and networking domain. Currently, he is working as Information Security Senior Manager in Oracle. He is managing DART, Detection and Response Team for Oracle's SaaS SaaS Cloud Security. He manages the DART team. He loves to play cricket and chess. His kids are his best chess buster. And before that, I will tell his title. I will tell speaker Maheshwar Tiwari. And his speech title is Cyber Security Protecting Our Digital Lives. Cyber Security Protecting Our Digital Lives. Maheshwar Tiwari.
Thank you. All right. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests present here as well as online. So I want to start with a question. What do we all wait eagerly on the last day of every month?
Salary.
Absolutely. Now imagine you are not getting a salary on that day.
Anger will come.
Exactly.
No form.
What will you do? Next day, you are going to call your bank and try to find out why the salary is not created, right? No, bank person says that your company did not advise us to create the salary. Now, for a moment, you will think, am I fired? Yes. So, okay. So, that person will go back to payroll team and ask why the salary is not credited. Payroll team says that indeed the salary is credited. No, he's shocked. We don't know. Company saying salary is credited, bank is saying salary is not credited. So he asked them to investigate. I'll stop here and I'll come back to this a little later. I want to ask how safe is our digital life? At least in India, it is not.
Yes.
Yeah, right. So, my speech topic today is cyber security, protecting our digital life. I want to start with the instance where there are many instances like burglary happened because of posts on Facebook and Instagram. Somebody is flaunting wherever they are going, like I'm going to Goa for 3 days with family. Very good. You're going to Goa, awesome. But you don't know, you did not realize that you are actually inviting a burglar to steal all your valuables. Okay, he will say, okay, I'm going for 3 days with family. He will post that to everybody know that, and in order to get more likes and comments. But when he's back, he'll see all his valuable vanished. Now, this is one instance like this. I have seen personally many social media. People they'll post their name, address, PIN code, telephone, date of birth, everything. Nothing is hidden. Don't we think that using all this information, a determined hacker would definitely hack your account?
Yes.
Yes. So we don't want to limit the exposures. Okay. There are tools in the market where the photos taken from social media can be morphed and misused. Okay. There are many instances. The list is laundry. I will respect time and I'll move further. So I want to make you all aware about two threats mainly. There are a long list, but I want to focus on two. One is malware and one is phishing. Okay. So malware, short form for malicious software, it is solely designed with the intention to damage the computer, steal information, disturb networks, everything. Phishing, it is a kind of cyber attack where an individual is deceived to provide a sensitive information like username, password, credit card information, everything. It's basically the way it is done is they masquerade or replicate the legit application. The user thinks that it's a original or legit application, but he will be deceived. Now, I want to go back to the salary thing. What would have happened there? Okay. So the global payroll team comes back and says, 2 days back, account, the bank information was changed. So everybody in SCM, right? Our application example. So we all provided banking information. So that was changed. So he got to know he already fell a prey to phishing attack. So how do you want to protect digital life? One, recognize the attempts, phishing attempts, and have a very unique and strong password. Limit your social media posts. Don't post unnecessary information. Don't give unnecessary information. And be very, very careful when you open any link or the attachments from the unknown source. So in conclusion, I want to say this is a digital life. You please be alert and safe. Thank you.
So for the next speaker, first I would like to invite evaluator. So today for the speaker two, the evaluator will be Dinesh. He is a software developer for Oracle Retail Applications and has been in IT for 5 years. Always looking forward to connecting with like-minded folks with interest in music and art and movies. And he's our president. He's a fun-loving person and he will not say no to anything. He will say yes to everything.
I want to hear
I heard that. Okay, so today my target speaker is Toastmaster Shalu, and this would be his L4B1 project, which is Manage Change. So the purpose of this project, my target speaker, is for the member to practice developing a change management plan and share some aspect of the change management plan. I wish you all the luck. I hope you are aware of the timing, it's 5 to 7, and all the best. Back to you.
Thank you. The next target speaker is Saidu Srivastava. He is 3+ IT experience, currently working in customer success team at Oracle. He is a gold medalist in BTech and wants to explore, learn and embrace the beauty of this diverse world. And he served as our president in the previous term and he is now area director. He has changed our club. He has worked hard a lot. He has been a motivation for all of us. So he's I would like to tell his title. So his first is Silo, the art of embracing change. The art of embracing change, Silo.
Change is the only constant in life, said Heraclitus, the Greek philosopher. From the moment when a woman learns that she is expecting a baby, her life transforms physically, mentally, and emotionally. And it holds true for all of us. Whenever we experience any change, we start thinking about the particular change. And just like expecting parents, they meticulously plan the arrival of their new one. We all should plan and embrace the change accordingly to navigate in our life. A very good afternoon to fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today, I'll toot my own horn and embrace my change in life, and at the end, I'll share you my personal story and the change management plan which I follow, and I think it will also help you. Let me take back you to the year 2016 when I passed class 12. Please stop calculating my age. After that, my life turned in a new path. I have to come out of my comfort zone and to travel to another state to pursue my engineering. I was very excited about the journey, and the first day was exhilarating. New faces, new surrounding, and new challenges. But from the second day, the reality hit hard. I started missing my family, my friends, and my comfort zone. I was left isolated and alone. I was missing my home. I would make the situation even more worse. My roommate hated me a lot just because I was from Bihar. He expected any other roommate from any state, but not from Bihar. His animosity made my situation even more worse. Without his support, I was alone. And being a shy and underconfident boy who had never been a part of such a community like Toastmasters, it was very difficult for me to approach people. I had to accept this as a harsh reality. Now I would like to ask audience, if you were at my place, what would you have done? Anyone?
Complain to the
Complain, change the roommate. The college, change the college.
That's great for IIT. That's great. Thank you so much. What I did, I decided that I will not stay here for any long. I packed my bag and decided I leave the college and go back to my hometown. Before going, I just attended, I thought it going to be my last lecture. By going to the lecture, I saw one boy standing in the corridor. He looked as lost, as lonely as me. I just approached the boy and I said, "Bro, what happened?" He started crying. He shared his feeling of loneliness. That day, I felt like a connection. I felt I'm not alone in this battle. There are people who are facing the similar challenge. That conversation changed something in me. I felt I am there with others. But the turning point came when in the evening, which was a routine call with my mom. I called my mom and started crying. I said, "Mom, I'm not feeling good here. I want to come back home." I shared all my thoughts with her. My mom patiently listened to me and she said, "Shalu, we are also not feeling good here, but we have sent you so far so that you can become a person who is emotionally strong and you can become successful in life." Her words struck like a chord inside me. And that day I realized that my journey is not only about enduring homesick, it's about becoming a better person and making my family proud. As Nelson Mandela once said, "The greatest glory of life lies not in never failing, but in rising up whenever you fall." But from that day, I recognized and I started working toward my goal. I focused on my studies and start mingling with other people. Drawn from my personal story, I want to share some of the change management plan which I followed and think which is very general in nature, which you can follow. It can help you to embrace the change in your life as well. The first, understand the change and set the goal. Whenever a change happens to you, just ask the question, why it happened and what you can do for it. For me, my goal was to become a better version of myself. The second is that seek support. Don't hesitate to seek support from your friends, family, and colleagues, because they are the one who can give you motivation, who can guide you. Maybe they have also gone to the similar situation in past, and they are the one who can pave the path for you. Third is the most important, be persistent. Never give up. Be in the game, fight for it, and always enjoy and celebrate small victories. Over the time, your persistent effort will definitely pay off. My persistence paid off when I became the gold medalist in college and also fostered a friendly relationship with my colleagues. Today, the same roommate, last week he called me. He said, Shalu, I'm going to get married, and in the friend circle, you're the first person I'm calling and inviting you, and you have to be there. At the end, I just want to say that life is only 10%, and the rest 90% depends on how you deal with the situations. That's my time. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Mark.
He found the beauty in embracing the change. That is also nature of beauty. So also embrace the change.
He flaunted.
He was flaunting, like he embraced the change and became the better version of himself. So with that, I will go next to my part of the nature of beauty. So for that, I would like to recite a poem in that the nature of beauty, somehow it is explained. So who will find the beauty in the moon and sea? Like, have you anytime read any kavita or anything? Just listen.
I can't tell the kavita.
No, you can little bit whatever, like how you found the beauty in moon and sea.
Actually, as human beings, all the creatures are aligned more towards moonlight than the sunlight. Of course, that is the form of life, and then it comes to moon. But when you see that calmness, it has a lot of healing properties. So I personally take a lot of care and attention to when the full moon is, and I never miss watching it. I have my own group of 4 friends from different eras of my life where we message each other and we watch it. And I cannot explain how much joy I get doing that.
Okay. So I
enjoy.
Yes. Anyone else want to say something about beauty of moon and sea, like how?
I tried embracing the beauty of sun, but when I went to the beach in Puri. So I tried, sun is for everybody, let's just go. And then I ran back to the car. Sometimes too much beauty is not good. That's my case.
So here I'm going to recite. Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
So this is like it's a little different take on it, but the moon and the sea, I find beauty in the fact that they're both relatively inanimate objects, things we don't consider having life. But the moon and the sea are eternally linked because the tides are always following the moon. So there is, I don't know how many we've seen, there is a visualization of how it's basically a 3D Earth and the moon moving around it. And you can see how the water around the world kind of rises and falls as per the moon.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of beauty in that, considering how far they are.
Yes. So this poem is written by someone, I'll reveal the name later. In that, they are like here how the moon is perceiving its own beauty in the sea. And the sea was assuming that like moon is seeing his beauty in her. Here, like moon is like female and sea is like male. So in that, like how like moon, like to see something beautiful, first you should feel that you are beautiful. So here moon is finding herself beautiful and moon is seeing her beauty in sea's embrace. So here is the poem I'm going to recite in short. Her visage possessing celestial glow, behold the moon so serene and bright, while casting sprightly on the sea below, her clear ethereal silvery light. A place in the cerulean sea's embrace, so radiantly reflected is her exquisite face, like a silver coin by the sky is tossed. In the water when every day is crossed, she eternally glanced and fixed her eyes on the tranquil sea that reflects her grace. On the Adam's hell her vision lies, caressing it with her gossamer rays. Engulfed with euphoria and his vanity high, the sea with wonder caught her eye. He was faintly curious, so he asked the moon, would you find me fairly beautiful soon? The moon with a grin commented to say, the beauties bewitched my soul's abode, for in you I see my glamours sway, where my seraphic face has ever glowed. Epiphany dismay devoured the sea, he paused, aghast to holy sea. It was not his splendor moon admired, but her resplendent self he transpired. It dawned on him that beauty true, around the world perceived with awe, is a mirror forth one's inner view. This truth is evinced by the only law. The veracious place where beauty lies is truly in the eye, in the beholder's eyes. So this is the theme of the poem. That this poem name is Nature of Beauty. So here he's saying the beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. This is the theme of the poem. I did not explain because of time constant. It was like in each paragraph, different meaning is there. I can forward so that I can see. So when I'm reciting this poem, I like this poem. I was so proud to flaunt my daughters. This poem was written by my daughter. Like I being a mother, like my first now I flaunt and feel proud of my kids' achievement. So proud to flaunt her poem and put my own on about her talent and relatively and to bring some pride and glory to recite in front of all of you. So that's why I just when I took this concept, I thought I will bring some pride and glory to her poem. That's why I just recited. So after this poem, I will go to the next agenda. The next agenda will be not evaluation. So after speeches, it will be the next agenda will be table topics. So for the table topics, today the table topic master will be Abhishek. She is our Toastmaster active member. She is working as an MTS in OCI. She joined Toastmasters because it is a place that feels like home in Orissa. She indulges in singing. That's why I call her Kokila of our club. She is Kokila. She sings so beautifully. You should join our club to listen to her songs.
Added bonus.
Yes, added bonus, of course. She indulges in singing to feel like herself again. Music is both a stressor and a stress reliever to her. A fun fact about her is she owns all types of keyboard and mouses, varieties of logistic. Right now, she is trying her hands at speeches and ukulele. So with that, I would like to invite Toastmaster Abhipsa. She is online here. She will just conduct the table topic sessions. Thank you, Abhipsa.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mamta, for the beautiful introduction, for flaunting my skills, everyone. So, good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'll be your table topics master today. I'm really missing the energy of the offline meeting, but never mind. Am I audible? Am I loud?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So first, I'll start by explaining the word table topic. So table topic basically means, it literally means discussing about various topics or subjects, sitting around a table, casually discussing with a group of people. So there's nothing serious here. But it helps you improve on your thinking skills whenever an impromptu question comes up in front of you. So whatever topic is given, you can speak from your own experiences, opinions, or whatever just you feel about the topic. The time limit is 2 minutes, as the timer had already said. 1 minute green card, 1 minute 30 seconds yellow, and 2 minutes will be a red card. So 2 minutes is not a lot of time. Once you start speaking, 2 minute flies away. Trust me, and come forward to take up the topics. I'll start by speaking something about today's theme. It's a lovely theme. The poem was lovely. Please convey it to your daughter. And yeah, so beauty. I think beauty is a very double-edged sword. We all know how the good things about beauty, but I think beauty gives many opportunities and it also takes away many opportunities. I would like to mention the other side of the beauty. So the physical abuse, the acid attacks, all the serious things, or even the things which have become so common, eve teasing, or as we say, chedkhani, passing lewd comments, tu to mal lag rahi hai, etc. We shouldn't be even smiling about this. These are the downsides of being beautiful, but these are not the downsides of beauty, definitely. It is not the beauty to be blamed. I think we as humans try to own whatever we find beautiful. So I think we should learn to control our relentless mind from trying to own whatever we find uh, pleasant or whatever we find beautiful. Just a small example, if there's a small flower blossoming quietly in a beautiful garden, we would like and go and pluck it out. Just let it be. Learn to appreciate the beauty from a distance also. So enough from my side. That's it. Let's move on to the topics now. For that, I would like my first volunteer. Anyone who likes to volunteer, guests, please, you're welcome to take up the topics. These are very simple topics, and the first one is always the easiest. So please volunteer, otherwise you'll miss out on the easy one.
That's what I have suffered.
To listen to
Anyone?
comedy.
And volunteer.
Okay, Sean.
Sean.
Your name, please. Sorry, I missed the name. Sean. Please, Sean, welcome. Thank you so much for volunteering. So the first topic, as I said, as I promised, the easiest one. So for me, my mother is the most beautiful person inside out, not just because the way she looks, but because the persona that she has. So who is the most beautiful person to you in your life? And it need not be a woman. It can be anyone.
So straight for the emotional part. Hello everybody. Thank you for this opportunity. I didn't expect to be speaking on such an emotional topic on my first day, but I recently got engaged. So I'm going to be talking about my partner because, in my perspective, she is the most beautiful person in my life. Mainly because the person I am today is because of her. Not to say that I wouldn't be successful or I wouldn't be who I am without her, but a lot of avenues of development which you would not consider as a young male, in the society we are brought up in, like Abhisha was earlier mentioning, how people tend to prey on beauty, or you want to have a sense of ownership of beautiful things. Those are, I think, some ideas and ideologies that are more prominent in the male gaze that we know. So I think that would have been me. I would have been more likely to view the world in a different way through a more strictly male gaze if I hadn't met my partner at a young age. We met in 9th grade, right? So we weren't high school sweethearts, we were just best friends. And we tried convincing the world that we could just be best friends till about 4 years ago. And that's when we started dating. And I realized that how different the world is from the perspective of a man and a woman. And she has helped me bridge that gap to understand the things that I would not be open to understanding otherwise. And I think I'm a more well-rounded, kinder, and more wholesome person now because of her, and I will be eternally grateful for her for that. So yeah, that's my 2 minutes. Thank you.
Wow, actually, initially I thought of having a topic, who is more beautiful to you, your wife or your partner or your mom? But I changed it. I think I should have retained that. But you spoke beautifully, very warm story and addressed a good thing, male gaze that you said. Yeah, great job on that. I want my next volunteer. Who is going next? I have an interesting topic next. Everyone is smiling, but no one is coming up. Okay.
Sorry.
So, Toastmaster Abhinav, your topic will be, assume that you have only 200 rupees in your pocket and you cannot afford anything costly, obviously, but you also have a date coming up with your partner. So how would you make it beautiful, memorable? Just have 200 rupees. That's it. Yeah, that's the topic.
So people who think of money as something that only money can get you something are wrong. Even 200 rupees are enough to have a date with somebody, because if you can share your heart out, that's enough. Nobody is looking for money in general, right? We like to believe. So if I have to buy something just to impress my date or something, I think 200 rupees is good enough to do a lot of things. Instead of going to a fancy restaurant or going to a movie or something, we can go to street stalls. In 20 rupees, I can have golgappas. And we can keep going on and on and on. Golgappas, momos, samosas, I can go on. If we are foodie. So many things we can do. And if I'm not a foodie, we can go to some place which is like Lal Bagh, 5 rupee ticket. Or any park for that matter, which has some money, you can go and do some joyride there. Like the 20 rupees train ride or something near Kaban Park is there. So money should not be criteria to have a good date. If the person is right, the money is required, not required at all. If the person is not right, then you get to know, okay? But even 200 rupees are not good enough. How much more money you can spend, you'll not get not in the hearts over for the person. So money is the secondary criteria. What should actually match your vibes, as I say nowadays. So that's what I think. So money is just a secondary criteria. If you can talk to somebody, pour your hearts out, have a good discussion, that's what a good date to me is. All right. Or you can also buy 200 rupees date packet if you are single and like people. All right. That's all. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm hungry also. Too much, yeah. Too much of food references.
So you had your date at
Rest I'll invest in also.
That's a great idea, even to know if the person is right for you or not, if someone is coming after you for money.
Find someone
Very
there.
well spoken. Thank you, Abhinav. And moving on, yeah, you want to say something? Anyone wants to? Okay, moving on, I'll need my third volunteer. Who is going to be the third speaker? Sorry, sir, your name?
My name is Hari.
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 Welcome, Hari. So the topic for you will be, it's a simple one. What qualities in a human being do you think, according to you, makes him beautiful? Not externally, but you genuinely start thinking that this is a beautiful person.
Should be fun. It is just my perspective. Should be like open. He should speak openly, and he should have some positive vibes. And it's not a physical beauty of a person makes him beauty. It's like his physical and his other qualities of him. Like I told, whether he's very open or he's having a positive approach for the things he's handling. There are many things which make a person beauty along with this physical beauty. When you talk about a physical beauty, how he dresses, how he is like. What all things he is having, those things are physical beauty. Apart from that, he should have the other things which all around which make him beautiful.
Thank you, Hari. Yeah, openness is something which brings human beings closer, which makes them feel closer when we talk. So great on that. I would like to have the next volunteer.
Online, anyone wants to try?
Online, anyone, please.
Yeah, I can try.
Yes, Swati.
Sure,
Yes.
great. So welcome, Swati. Your topic is very apt now. I actually wanted a woman to take up this. Assume that you're
It's not that difficult.
No, it's not difficult at all. Assume that you're the most lazy person on the earth. Not that I'm saying it, just assume.
Wow.
How would you get ready beautifully, elegantly for a party, for an important party? How quickly, what would you do?
I almost
Okay. Yeah. So good afternoon, Toastmasters. I think it's a very apt topic when it comes to getting ready for any party. So I am lazy. I'm very lazy actually. In that manner, what would I do? I would simply pick up a sari, a nice elegant sari, probably from my mother's closet, and I would just wear it nicely, and I generally don't do any makeup, so no makeup, but a little bit of maybe a touch up lipstick or something, and then I'm ready with the watch. So that's all I would do if I have to get ready for a party. The rest of the time, I would, if at all I have some time, I would just see where I'm going and what type of guest I'm going to meet, so that to know a little bit about them, and if I can prepare myself mentally for the party. It is really very important to be there mentally rather than being there in a very well-to-do form physically. So, yes, that's what I would do when I have to get ready quickly.
Amazing.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
sari and watch is always a classic combination. But I'm also a lazy person in that matter for party, and I'll just put up a sneaker, do my hair, and wear some pant and shirt. Sari is not my go-to thing. But yeah, wonderful
For
event.
me, it has become now. So, yeah. And I
Awesome.
can wear it in just 2 minutes. So that's what.
Wow, that's great.
Thank you.
So moving on to maybe the last topic. Anyone want to-
You're also about to speak.
No, next topic will be Joseph.
Joseph is getting ready for.
So how to wear sari?
I do know actually. Unfortunately.
The show.
Yes.
Okay,
Joseph is always ready.
yeah. Some of the most beautiful things in life are mostly intangible. For example, smiles and memories. And we do find smiles and memories in a trip, in an outdoor trip. So just describe to us your most fond memory of of a recent trip. And why did you find it very beautiful?
So just last night, I had a very romantic drive with my wife, and then my kids joined along. So this is a very common joke in my house when we say, my wife will say, let's go for a romantic walk. My kids tag along, the dog tags along, impossible, everybody in the house. So we have a romantic trip. So the beauty in the smaller thing is, yesterday I had a nice, it's a small trip, but we went to a shop nearby. It's nothing big. It's a normal trip, daily trip, mostly a daily trip. And my kids had gotten 500 rupees from my mother, their grandmother. And she told me specifically, don't take it from them because I tend to do that. I don't carry cash. So I tend to take that. So she said, don't touch their money. Let them buy whatever they want. Don't tell them what to buy as well. So I just took them to the shop to buy whatever they want. So then it's such a fun thing to see how kids think. Okay, they see all these goodies in front of them and they don't know what they want to buy. So one of my sons was the elder one. He knows he likes books, so he went for the books. And the young one likes to copy him, so he went and bought some books as well. So, but it was so much fun, just having a simple trip, no agenda, nothing. Just went for a small trip, going to a shop nearby, having some fun with your family, and then having a momo also at the end. And then coming back. Thank you.
Wow, that was lovely. And I can completely relate that you can go to huge mountains and oceans and everything, but sometimes we just remember the smallest things which we go with a very relaxed mind with someone we love, and we enjoy those moments a lot. I love going to exhibitions, and I like seeing things in exhibitions, looking them and buying them. That is also a fond memory for me. So yeah, had a wonderful theme, had a wonderful time. All the table topic speakers were great. Uh, Moving on, over to you, T-Mod. Thank you.
sir. Very nice topics you have brought. So with that, I would like to go to my next topic in nature of beauty. How will apply this beauty concept to make the world a better place? Global perspective. Like, can you give some thoughts like how we make the world a better place? Now, so many things are happening. Israel, that war, and that Russia, Ukraine war. So many things are happening. So, like from individual level, it starts. So, like who are doing all these things? They are also like an individual mind, but it is hampering the complete country, and it is affecting other countries as well. So what do you think, what beauty standards, like what internal thoughts, what ideas we should apply so that these things will not happen? Like,
I think, yeah. Yeah, so I think whatever I said, we should learn to appreciate beauty from a distance also. We should curb the urge to own everything that looks beautiful. Like there are places, tourist places which are very beautiful, which but people then flock to that place. They build houses, lots of hotels. There's no control on the construction work, and it eventually gets damaged like any other city. So this was a small example, but yeah, we should learn to preserve beauty.
Went to OT recently. OT is not beauty.
any other ideas like?
I think, good. I think people need to be a little bit more open to talking about their beliefs without feeling offended by conflicting beliefs. Especially with regards to religion, there's a saying where if you consider religion as a belief, then you can never change it. But if you consider it as an opinion, you can always make it better.
Yes, that's one great idea. What else? Like I want to hear ideas from you people. Like
Tolerance. I think something which people are now lacking a lot is tolerance. When you see even relationships nowadays, you see so many people they cannot tolerate even the smallest inconvenience. Which if I was just talking to someone yesterday where they're saying that they had to survive on pieces of bread for like months because they did not have enough money to buy, and we are like extremely privileged that we get upset when we don't get our momos or golgappas. Sorry, I'm using the same thing, but seriously, I mean, we haven't seen that kind of struggle. Sometimes many of us, I feel that I've not gone through. I have had my own struggles, but not the kind of struggles of people maybe one generation above us, and that is something that we are a little bit privileged that way, and maybe a little bit spoiled. So we need to kind of realize that we need to have that kind of tolerance, that there are things you need to struggle a little bit, like
that can add beauty to our life.
I think empathy is important, and in our culture, I might be wrong as well, we are empathetic, but we are over inquisitive about others' life. Everybody is going through some kind of struggle, and we need to respect that. Let's not ask the questions they do not intend to answer. General questions are okay, like religion is something or politics, do not pinpoint it if you feel that it might lead to conflict. That maturity is important for us as an individual, and it goes a long way.
Yeah, I would like to add. So definitely, I think everybody should respect each other, be it their, creed, color, or anybody has any opinion. I think we should be accommodative, we should be helpful, we should be caring, and I think that makes the whole world beautiful, I would say. Because beauty is not about the physical appearance, but definitely it goes beyond that. Definitely, different age group will have different definition on the beauty. But at the end of the day, it matters how we live together in a more peaceful and happy environment. So yeah, that's from my side.
Anyone else they want to say something?
I think beauty is also about listening. So listening is important because what we know is what we know. What we don't know, we don't know. What I mean by that is that only when we listen, we know another perspective which we might not have ever thought about. When we reading from it, or like Joseph was saying, listening to someone who had to survive. We have never imagined going through that, and we have never thought. But listening to them, how they survived and how small our troubles are, becomes visible only when we listen. So I think that's also.
So like this, like in global perspective, that cultural sensitivity, as you told, that culture and religion should be, that sensitivity should be there, like we should not hurt. So that can also bring little happiness in this world, because there are so many things are happening because of, they want to promote their culture, they want to promote their religion, they want to make it as big. So that thought should not be there. Like everybody is living. God has created only male and female. This all religion, caste, everything we created to make ourselves super. So if we start thinking that no, that is not the thing, then we will not hurt other person's feeling. Like so many terrorist activities are going on. All these things because of this cultural insensitivity. So if we incorporate that cultural sensitivity, religious sensitivity, we should respect. Like we want to respect the other person the way how he is. Like he is Hindu, he is Muslim, he is Christian, or he is like German, he is Russian, he is like anything. You should respect. Then third is cross-cultural dialogue. Like from one country to one country, like how global beauty, how we enhance that we should do cross-cultural dialogue. Then promote art and creativity from different. That also like art, creativity, food, culture, will promote. So that also bring coordination between two countries, and this way the world will become a beautiful place. We all know this thing, but still we are incorporating these things very less. We should work more on it, on these factors. So with that, like I would like to call my general evaluator. I'll hand over to my general evaluator. So I will call her. She will just give her report, and she will call other evaluators also to give their reports.
Can we do the general evaluation in the end and first start
This
the
is the
speech evaluation?
That also you want to do.
This is not the end. This is not the end.
What do you want? Yes. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Mamta, and I love the theme, one of the themes which is very close to my heart. You have also introduced the theme of the next week, which is art and culture. So let's go on and evaluate how the speakers have spoken today and see how the areas of improvement. So for that, I will first focus on the specific evaluations, for which I will call upon Toastmaster Joseph to share his evaluation for Toastmaster Mahesh.
Toastmaster Maheshwar, I was very disappointed because I was thinking of doing the same topic. So when I saw your speech, I was like, nonsense. But you're an expert and it comes out and it is very well. The first thing I'd like to appreciate is that you started with a question and not just a question which everyone can relate to. So that is called a hook. So you had a very nice hook. Okay. And everyone is able to, that is a question that no one in this room can say that they don't know the situation. You've brought in a very good, this is a tough topic, okay? Cybersecurity is very tough. Going through the trainings every year is very, very tough, okay? Still doing it, but it is a very tough topic, and you've done it quite well. I love the information that you've given a lot of good inputs. You had humor, which is a tough topic to bring humor, you still brought in humor, which I really like that one. There are a few things which I think you can do which can make your speech better. One is, I think you're a little bit nervous. You kept on moving back and forth. Okay, so the movement is good. Movement is good in a speech, but try to have purposeful movement. Okay, so if you're moving, you say, you're trying to point or something, or you're doing something else, that's fine. But I think mostly you are moving back and forth quite a bit. It is nervous, but it is there as part of all of us. We all have that nervousness. Try to see if you can move a little bit, but continuous movement, probably try to reduce it to some extent. Okay. Some areas, there was a point where you mentioned something like, okay, I don't want to get into that. And you started explaining something and then you said cut off saying that maybe we'll not go into that, something like that. In something in those lines. No need to do that. Okay, you have some time. That time is very precious. Timer, how much was the time taken?
5 minutes 48 seconds.
5 minutes 48 seconds. Coming to the third point for the timing, you had time. Conclusion could have been a little bit better. Okay, so the purpose of the speech, if you see the structure of a speech, it should be like you're going to tell us something. You have some purpose for it. One, for this is a very good call to action speech where you're going to tell people, be aware, this is the things you need to do. So you had started it well. Body was also good. Conclusion, I felt was a little bit abrupt. I think maybe you saw the time and got a bit worried. I'm not sure. That happens to all of us, to the best of us. But this is something you need to kind of just take your time and conclude. Remind people what they have come here to hear. Okay, that makes your speech more impactful, and people, ideally you need to make them hear it 3 times. What you're going to say what you say, and then you tell them what you have said already. That's how a speech is structured, a very good speech. And then with that repetition, people remember, oh, this is what you mentioned. I'll still remember what you said, but that would make your thing more impactful. So these are the comments. Otherwise, good work. I think you had captured the audience, which is good. All the other rest of the things, I think you've done really well. Best of luck. Try to incorporate this in your next speech. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Joseph. Very interesting topic. And my mistake, or the most common mistake I do with security of my passwords and all, is simplest and easiest. My name @123.
Oh my God.
So now they itself suggest that it's not right? So we have to take a difficult password. So I think tough topic. Okay. So tough topic, and great that you attempted it. I would personally be happy if you can attempt it again, because I would like to listen more of it, and with the suggestions which have come. Let's move on to the next evaluation, and very interesting because it's of the area director. So be kind. Okay. So over to you, Toastmaster Dinesh, for the evaluation of Toastmaster.
My target speaker, Toastmaster Shalu, said a very wonderful line: change is the only constant. A very basic, no-brainer sentence, but the depth that this sentence flaunts was well depicted by my target speaker. The theme of today's meeting is the nature of beauty, and today we got to know the nature of change. All credits to my target speaker. A very well-constructed speech covering all of the aspects that this project has listed down. I'll come to the project objectives, but before that, I would like to point out the absolute bangers of this speech. First was the usage of rich words. I mean, I know as an evaluator, I'm not supposed to go in retrospect and see how well my target speaker has progressed, but I like to break that down, and I'll tell you, I have heard you from a very first speech till your L4 P1, and I can tell you the usage, your vocabulary has compounded immensely beautifully. So keep up the good work, and I could see it in your speech itself. There were some wonderful usages of words and very aptly used too. Voice modulation was on point, where you were talking to your mom, and how, it could have been a very monotony kind of conversation, but you depicted what we all know, like we are very vulnerable to our mothers, so you depicted that very beautifully. There was audience interaction, so great on that. The change management plan development. So that was one of your objectives in this speech. And not only did you tell us how you developed, but you even gave us an idea of what led you to that point. So great on that. It kind of built us. It was not very robotic. We got to know what pushed you to go to that extent, to have a change development plan developed. The aspects were covered. You listed them down with points. So great on that. I could see a young Hitler budding in here when you were there, jotting down all the points. By the way, Hitler was a bad person, but he was a great leader. So great on that. It was a very welcoming speech, wherein it was not, when we are choosing such a topic, it's very easy to toot our own horn and we just go in the flow, but yours felt very welcoming, where it was more informative than assertive. Now, few points of improvement. The body movement. I felt that you were restricted to this space. You could have ondulated a little bit, as Joseph said. purposeful movement. So try implementing that in your next speech. And grammatical usages, although I had told that it was wonderful, but I could find few grammatical errors. So maybe put your focus on grammar the next time. And voice modulation also could be improved. These are, since you are an L4 P1 seasoned speaker, I would like to work on this. With that, the timing is already off. I know at this point, but I will conclude. Thank you. Back to you, General Evaluator.
So when the speech is like that, obviously the evaluator will take more time to speak the nice things as well as the areas of improvement. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Dinesh. I personally love listening to you. So when I came first time, it was because of Barnali. I stayed because of Sherry.
Oh my God.
So it's always a pleasure listening to him and of course our ecosystem of positive folks around. So let's call upon and flaunt my support system. Okay, so we will begin with the timer of the day, Toastmaster Sai to share his report.
I won't go into the details of today, but all the speeches were within time. I'll just go over the major speeches, which is Mahendra took 5 minutes 48 seconds, and Shadow took 6 minutes 23 seconds. And table topics were also all as per the requirements. Evaluators, Dinesh took 3 minutes 30 seconds, 88 milliseconds. You are disqualified.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you so much. So thank you so much. Now inviting the very interesting one. So our counter, Toastmaster Abhinav, to share his report.
Thank you so much. So for our counter report, I like to appreciate few people who did not use arms at all. One is Dinesh as president, Shalu as a speaker, Abhipsha Deputy Master. She did use one and one so, but under one at least. Swati also didn't use any filler words. And yeah, that's all. So can you round of applause for all of them? We had used and multiple times and we have used. So what I mean to say, people who actually want to improve upon are Maheshwar used some hours. You can work on that. I think that's all. And Mamta, if use so and like a lot of times, we can reduce those, work on those so and hours. Because you're a team mode, you are speaking a lot, so you tend to use more, obviously. But so and like are some words you want to work on. That's all.
So as I was mentioning in the beginning, that grammar is something which is very difficult and I have become overcritical about it. And as we have shared that pressure to Toastmaster Krishna, I invite him to share his report.
AI-based report. First of all, I would like to thank everyone for flaunting your speeches with the great grammar. So today we have very good usage of very new phrases which you have learned. Follow the footsteps by Dinesh, support system and positive vibes, Devi, and inner core of my heart, Mamta, and reality hit hard, Shailu. Changes of yeah. And new words of, we have new words like masquerade, meticulously, faster, fostered, and bangers. And only one not so good usage I found was morely. I think it's not morely, just we should use more. Thank you, that's all, Mani.
My general evaluation? Okay. So our meeting started at 3:02 p.m. and I really liked the overall participation. I believe we have laughed a lot today and the credit goes to each one of us. I would like to specially highlight Toastmaster Mamta for attempting and sharing the poem of her daughter. I think we can do more of it because it's very interesting topic, but kudos to you on that. Evaluators were amazing. Dinesh and Joseph. Abhipsa, you are online, but still you had control on the audience, offline as well as online. All of us wanted to participate, but the topics were less and so was the time. But I really love the kind of topics you have chosen. Kudos to the guests as well who are coming for the first time and attempted. I want to believe that because of the atmosphere we have and it's everything positive and you feel safe, that is the kind of environment we want to create and we are learning. It's a work in progress for all of us. On that note, I hope you like my general evaluation. Over to Toastmaster Mama.
Thank you, Devi, for beautiful evaluation, as always.
Nature.
Yes. So, you must be thinking that this nature of beauty is like regarding, like we are asking for similar things. So before that, before concluding this thing, I'll just take 5 minutes to ask how you will implement this nature of beauty in your personal growth. This time I will say some points like you should do like embrace individuality. That all will agree. With hands up, I want to practice self-acceptance. We should accept ourselves before accepting others. Learn from others. We have covered all these points in different way. Just I want to make the points again. Then personal development, positive outlook, increased empathy, attracting positivity, enhanced connections. That's why we are here. One part of the Toastmasters journey is like enhanced connection, leadership skill, everything. So before ending this thing, I would like to say one phrase, खुद पे जीत है तो सब पर जीत है. It is in Hindi phrase like if you खुद पे जीत means if you are feeling you are beautiful, you are winning yourself, then you can win the whole world. That means victory over oneself is the key to conquering everything else. And I would like to use that phrases. Last but not the least, I'm proud to flaunt my Toastmasters involvement and toot my horn about the growth it's given to me. Thank to everyone for everything. I'm getting a better person every day, and there is definitely contribution from all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. A thunderous round of applause for what a wonderful topic, and it was, it could have gone on forever, I guess. Everybody had so much points to share, and this was such a lively meeting today. Okay, I won't take much of your time. I think what have
3 responses only.
okay, guys, please respond again, scan it again. Yeah, guests also can do it. If you have already voted, I would request just vote again. I think there was some issue, maybe.
We need to do again.
Or you just delete the responses and you can just share again. Meanwhile, I think, Shelly, you're already a member anyway, so I won't ask you as a guest. But Sean, Hari, yeah. If you guys could share how was the meeting, how did you like it? Would you recommend your friends? Would you be joining again? Just let us know. Hari? Sure. We hope you keep joining our meeting. Sean.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I like speaking and I like being in spaces where people are speaking. So this was fun. I will most probably join. I have a time commitment that's already been set. Like I can't change that for Thursdays. So if I can reschedule that, then I will be joining here.
Thank you so much, Sean. Jitendra, I think you joined a little late today. How did you like the meeting?
Yeah, it went well, and I think I got to know a lot of new perspective about different topics, which today it was delivered by different speakers, and on table topics also I kind of I have heard people talking about different topics and their perspectives. So definitely it's very useful for me.
Okay, thank you so much, Jitendra.
Yeah, thanks.
So Ravindra, how many responses do you have?
Yeah, so again, is it?
7 responses.
We need to do it again.
You can share your screen now.
Hey, wait.
One more.
People are
I did it for I think it's one.
But you'll
Mine
get
is not even zooming.
TTMC/ballot.
Right responses,
Kind of received
Unshare your screen.
Unshare. Some of them are still doing feedback.
One second, okay.
9 responses.
One second.
It's still.
So, yeah, guests, I think everybody, for the guests especially, we meet every week on Thursday, 3 to 4:30 p.m. And we'll, as you can see, this is a hybrid mode. If also you're not present in Bangalore or in the office, you can join from the Zoom link itself. So I think it's time for ballots.
11 responses we received, and here are the results.
Yeah.
Suspense.
Best speaker goes to Toastmaster Shailu. Best table topic speaker goes to Sean. Best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Joseph. Best meeting role taker. It's tie between Toastmaster Abhiksha and Toastmaster of the Day, Mamta. Best auxiliary role taker, auxiliary role taker goes to grammarian, Toastmaster Chaitanya.
Congratulations to all the winners. I think I can go ahead and close this meeting. Thank you so much for attending. Thank you so much for your patience. Let's come to the stage. We'll have a group pick. Abhiksha, please help us with the pick.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. Yes. Thank you so much. It's zoomed in. It's zoomed in.
Yeah.
I have not. You can use it for not chocolates. I don't have chocolates. I have only bread. Chocolates. Oh yes, yes, yes.
Kamal to this side. I think.
I didn't know how many people will be there. I was expecting. I have a lot more of them.
It's in the hey, what day is it?
Abhinav अच्छा spot को दिया.
Shalu chuk gaya.
Side, Karthik, get a little closer.
G2, Karthik, you can.
Yeah, taken.
G2.
Great.
G2. Yeah,
I wanted to take this reaction.
ऐसे भी ऐसे.
G2.
Final.
बस 2 होने चाहिए.
Pick, smile. Done.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Who got this?
I got it.
Wait, shut down the Zoom meeting so that they can't see.
यहाँ भी मिलता है.
Bye bye.
Colleagues ने खत्म कर दिया actually.